Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the American Dota League. It is the last series of the night. It's week number 2, series number 2 between the House is Down and NA Rejects. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. We already had a great 2-game series a bit earlier with Osiris and NA Rejects as well, ending up in a bit of an interesting matchup. You guys can get to the VODs, obviously, if you missed that one. A lot of fun stuff happening. We're already here, though. A pretty good matchup going to be coming out here in just a second, guys. So, thanks for joining us. My name is Mott. With me is the sexy Kyle guy. How you doing, sir?
Whoa, Mott. Sound like you're reaching for words right there, but I don't mind the sexy right there. I'll take it. Why not, right? Nice little matchup we got here. House is down, and the NA Rejects once again. So a little bit of that USA versus Brazil, NA versus SA Dota, and I don't mind that whatsoever. On paper, you definitely would have to favor if you're putting your rares on NA Rejects, but don't count out the spicy boys. The House is down, man. They can bring a lot of pain, and we'll see if they get it done. Now, early bans will go to Ember Spirit and, Lycanthrope, a bit of the usual this time. We won't see him on the field this time, but it does look like any Rejects will capitalize on grabbing up the Naga Siren, who I would, as of late, say is probably the third potential top-tier grab.
And it's one of those heroes that you feel iffy about, either not necessarily grabbing, but just from a spectator standpoint, it comes down to, can you get that farm? And if you can, it's gonna take a while for you to get those items kind of up and running. It's very rare, and it's kind of interesting because NA Rejects, we've seen them be aggressive so early, so often, and the fact that they go for this Naga either indicates they want it to be a support, or if it is going to be that mid, then maybe they'll be a bit more involved early on here with that Naga than maybe you're used to seeing and just kind of farming away. On the other side of things, THD, they go for an Alchemist first pick, which is
10 seconds
really
remaining.
Wow. Did that just happen?
A bit questionable. Definitely raises the eyebrows a bit. I mean, makes you throw back to like 6 months ago or something, but I guess Alchemist and Naga Siren, both in their own right, are very flexible. Both can be used as support. Lately, both have been used as a core. So we could see how that works out. They followed up with the Death Prophet, another very intriguing grab. This is now turning into a draft where the House is Down are giving away a lot of information early. Most people in their typical drafts, they like to keep things flexible. They like to get up the early supports like you're seeing from the side of NA Rejects. They grab a Dazzle. Doesn't give away too much. Maybe shows they're not going to go with a lot of early aggression, and maybe they want to try to save out their core for down the road. But with the Naga Siren grab, it leads you to believe they will be playing it in the mid. I'm not sure in particular if Korok is a very big Naga player. I haven't seen him personally. I do watch his stream often, but I haven't seen him play the Naga. If he does represent it in the mid lane, they can use it, Arteezy style, and have it fall into a core kind of a role. And then also on a sideline have Dazzle and any potential later pickup if it's Luna or what have you, and they can work from there. But definitely have to favor a little towards the NA Reject side, as the House is Down are just kind of giving away a bit here with the Death Prophet.
Yeah, the Death Prophet, I mean, the thing is that matchup against a Naga mid is pretty good. I mean, you can honestly Crypt Swarm down, just make sure that Naga gets kind of low, the silence is up as well to kind of make sure she can't get that song off, and Exorcism to push into towers, plus you have to keep in mind Acid Spray is pretty good for that armor reduction to help out with that Exorcism and, of course, that physical damage coming through. So I agree because, yes, you're kind of throwing yourself out there with THD. You kind of know what's going on right now with the Alchemist and the Death Prophet, at least to a certain extent. Maybe the Alch support, maybe he's carry, you don't know just yet. But Naga can move into different lanes, whether it's the safe, just kind of farming role, which we've seen before, whether it's that's mid lane, whether it's support. They have a lot of options, and I think they'll wait to see how the draft goes for THD first before making any real big decisions. But, I mean, I almost... and this might be a bad thing to say. I almost hope it's not mid Naga Siren. I hope it's just a support Naga Siren, because honestly, I don't know if I can watch another game where Naga farms for 40 minutes and then starts becoming just huge again. I mean, I think that could be a way to get victory, but it's certainly not pleasing as a spectator, I think. At least, I'm not sure if you agree, and maybe I'm a bit out there on this one, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always... a bit iffy. You can't help but feel like you've seen it once, you've seen it before. Right. The chat will relentlessly throw it out the resident sleepers, which can, be pretty. It's if you got a good thing working though, why change it? It's doing its job. If they if they look to do a bbig patch right before TI4 and she gets her tweaks, then that'd be great, of course. But for now, the fact of the matter is she's a platinum tier pickup, and people are going to grab it if given the opportunity, and that's what NA Rejects have done here. They grab it up early. If they want to shift things over and run it as a support, then fine. I mean, the Ensnare is such a beautiful ability, and it works so great against the likes of a BKB grab, which, Alchemist probably can pick up a BKB if he does go with that core. So they might have to second guess where they decide to throw this Alchemist. And look at this, another bit of an unorthodox grab in Bristleback. But, with the new phase of a Centaur War Runner, Bristleback has kind of been shoved back into the sidelines. Centaur has been banned out already here, but I don't know whether he's going to exactly work in this. I mean, you can run in the offlane, but why not grab a Bat Rider who was still in the pool and kind of run with something like that? Instead, they want to do a Bristleback, which the one thing I will say, Mott, is that Bristleback can work nicely with a Death Prophet because Bristleback rather works best when the fight is brought to him, and Death Prophet can make that happen. When you go for assertive pushes, you're forcing the NA Rejects to defend, and it's forcing the fight to come to him, which is something he thrives on.
Yeah, I agree with you, honestly. And if there's going to be a lineup that Bristleback works in, it's probably this one. And I think it feels like we're in 6.79 or even 6.78 again, and just kind of seeing these kind of drafts coming out from this team. But if it's worked for them in the past, or if they feel comfortable with it, why not go for it again? Not only do they have Death Prophet and Bristleback really great in terms of AoE, they have the Alchemist and the Vengeful Spirit, good for single target and roaming as well. Roaming the gank. Maybe this Naga Siren, if it's going to be that carry, which it looks like it is going to be a number one priority, whether it's mid or it's in that safe lane. So now it stands that THG have a draft that's, yes, unorthodox, but honestly, I feel very, very strong. It's going to be difficult to deal with, obviously, and they pick up the Rubik, and that's great to have telekinesis and all those kind of things, but Spell Steal, what are you getting out from that? Maybe Magic Missile, maybe Unstable Concoction, maybe Nether Swap. If you get the Death Prophet the Ultimate, you don't have, I don't know how it works in conjunction with the Witchcraft. I'm not sure if it gives you the Witchcraft or if it just uses the base Exorcism and the Spirits there. I don't know what the interaction is. They do go for the Darkseer, so there is that potential for kind of a wombo combo to a certain extent coming out with that Darkseer. You of course, the vacuum change like we saw at TI2 where you can vacuum inside of a song, that doesn't work anymore, but you can still get off a wall and have a nice vacuum after the song goes, and there's not that many heroes that can get away. There's no Muranas this game, there's no Timbersaws this game, so wall and vacuum could be very strong here, plus Ion Shell. I don't know. I do like this pickup. A bit unorthodox, but NA Rejects, they'll maybe make it work for them here as we get into the last couple of picks.
They got a tremendous amount of wave clearing on their side for NA Rejects. I mean, the Ion Shell, the Fade Bolt, Naga, of course, with their illusions. Later on down the road, you get the Radiance pickup, and they're going to have some heavy push coming in from all sides, whereas Houses Down are a little limited on their wave clearing. Yeah, they have the Acid Spray, and they have the Quirp Swarm and stuff, but I mean, I guess Bristleback as well. It's just going to come to a lot of aggression coming out from all the lanes and all the pushing. We'll just have to see which team will be more on the defensive end of things or more on the offensive end, things. If the Death Prophet can get to that level 6 and snowball out of control using the power of Exorcism, get early towers in, and just try to shut down this Naga from getting to that pinnacle point where she becomes a real problem. So this fifth and final pickup here will be Chen, so they're even going to push forward harder on the pushing accelerator here and really try to shut this game down sooner than later, it looks like, because I don't know, man. Like, Naga is going to have this one in the late game. If they can end it soon enough, if they can snowball, things could change. But for this fifth pick, they're going to need something that can really wave clear. I'm just going to say Cuddle. I don't know.
You really want it. As much as we'd like to see it. As much as we'd like to see it, it doesn't really fit in this lineup right now. They need either a safe lane or a mid as it stands here. And I mean, Darkseer can clear waves in his own right, Rubik as well, with Fade to a certain extent, Shadow Wave on top of that, and Riptide as well. They have potential anti-push. The problem is the early team fight. The House is Down, like you said, is going to want to fight early here, and there's really not much that I think NA Rejects can do unless they get a very strong team fight kind of hero with this last pick, and that's going to be tough to find in either the mid or in the safe lane. If they safe lane the Naga, he's not going to get the experience you might like to see, so they're going to go for the Queen of Pain, and this is, I think this is a good pickup. I'm trying to just think about it. Korok loves this hero. He was really one of the people to kind of pioneer the Orchid build on the Queen of Pain for a bit of time, but you look at their lineup, it just screams squishiness. I mean, I guess Brax is a bit tanky on the Darkseer, and this will work, but how much will it work is the real question, and we'll find out. We're going to jump into the game soon.
I think it works out nicely. It's a hero that they can put in the mid lane and also offers a lot of wave clearing with the Scream, and obviously with her ultimate, she'll throw it into the team fight and it will also manage to burst away any of Chen's creeps or anything else they have going their way. They got to prevent them from having all the momentum to push down these lanes. So you're right. We'll see if it ends up working out for them. Both teams are going to need to really get their game going, starting from level 6. Snake King's got a lot of pressure on him. He wants to get that Radiance very quickly while the house is down. The Brazilian team be able to stop him from happening. We'll see if it happens. Shout out to everyone tuning in. ADL, baby. Immediate pause coming out. No surprises. A South American favorite here. And quick shout out to the chat, because the African children, Mott, they matter, and we want to make sure we save them.
What? I don't get this joke, but all right. Shout out to the African children. Okay.
Just a bit of a copy-paste that I couldn't help, but my eye was like lingering right there. People were getting a bit rambunctious in the stands, I guess, so...
Yeah, I mean...
Why not?
Listen... The copy Posterino has been very strong with Twitch chat recently. Even this morning, there's been a lot of people just copy posting pretty much everything. So when they're frustrated or when they're waiting for a game to start, people wanna let their annoyances be known or what have you. But I mean, it's a pause. You talked about, of course, it's THD, of course, the South American team, meaning that we'll probably see a lot of these throughout the entire game. This is US East, obviously, so that's something to keep in mind. The ADL drinking game pauses.
Oh, yeah. It's just a given now for people watching at home. Whenever these South Americans, I love them. All right, we've always talked about it time and time again. They're the spicy flavor of the ADL. We love their heavy aggression. We love their unorthodox play, and definitely can't get enough of it. But with that comes a little bit of the pause, the server lag, and what have you. So if you want to make things more interesting when you tune into the ADL, get that beverage online. Whether it's a nice frosty cold beer, a bit of a shot, or for the younger ones watching, how about a nice cold apple juice and what have you. And when the pauses fly out, just go ahead and kick back that drink, because that's what it's all about, baby.
Not even a soda, just an apple juice. You're just like, listen,
apple juice is good.
You're under 21, just apple juice. I mean,
soda will get you kidney stones, all right, guys? Lay off the soda.
Right.
Diabetes is a real thing, all right, you little fat fucks.
Whoa,
I got a little aggressive. I'm sorry,
Shots are being fired by
I only have something against soda. I don't know.
Listen, I feel you. I'm drinking water right now. I've drank only water the past.
Props to Mott, everyone. Everyone, give it up for Mott, keeping true to his diet. Most people don't have the willpower to do it. I certainly don't. So props to.
I'm cutting, as it were, just trying to get ready for summer, trying to get my hot nips looking even hotter.
Oh my!
Yeah,
my nips just got a little hard.
Yeah,
right now.
That's what you guys can look forward to in maybe a couple of months and. I know how much you fiend over. It's kind of weird to talk about it, like in a cast, and just be like, yeah, I mean, my nips. You guys might be able to see those in a little while.
If you got a good thing, flaunt it, baby.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. They're not even that special. But all right, enough about that. For, of course, the side of NA Rejects, you've got Brax on the Darks here. No Coaches, who is snaking, will be on that Naga Siren. Dismech or DSMK will be on the Rubik. 1437. Oh, they're going to find somebody out. Telekinesis, the Riptide, the Shadow Wave Bomb, the Ion Shell, everything all of a sudden coming together.
Baby.
Wow, that came out of nowhere. All right. Where was I? Korok will be on the Queen of Pain, and I think that rounded out the lineup unless I missed somebody, but I think that's it.
Well, that's how you start things off in a nice NA versus SA matchup. And for your twin-headed dragons. Sorry, just an old familiar abbreviation that I used to enjoy, but no, for the house is down, the Brazilian bad boys in your top off lane. We got Vestius playing your Chen. He's sporting that Easter bunny helmet right there, appropriate just in time for Easter this weekend. We got Mr. Fly, or Leo Fly, I believe this is a stand-in for him. It's going to be on the core Alchemist with the old ball and chain on the top lane. And also running through the jungle, making a long rotation potentially to the mid lane here. We got Wanted on your Vengeful Spirit. Mid lane is going to be played by Skrik, who's going to be playing your Death Prophet. And finally, in your off lane, it is going to be Chaos. I've never heard any of these names before.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Are these all stand-ins?
Who are these people for THG right now? This is not the same lineup. Unless they're like all using AKAs, and we're just kind of like sitting here. Guys, from now on, if you're watching the VODs and if you're playing in this tournament, use your freaking real names. I swear to God. Please.
We can't put the face to the name. And also mind you that Dazzle is once again in this one, leukemia and all, bald-headed, ready to go in this top support lane.
Get a better set, dude. You're better than that. You've
You're
got
professional.
Yeah,
get some hats.
I'll buy you
bald
one.
head.
I will buy you one. I will buy you. I'm not even kidding. I will buy you a set. But yeah, already he's actually somehow leading the way in CS just because of that pull coming through. Brax in the top lane. You don't see this often, and a hero that really thrives on levels is Darkseer. And right now, he's got some supports leeching his experience here, and that is something that is maybe not the best thing in the world when you think about it, coming towards Brax, because he requires level 9, 10, and 11 to be very effective. Maybe he goes for a Midas, and then he gets the experience that way. He can even head to the jungle at some point, but that kind of just says, okay, well then I'm not going to get an early mech here, and so that's a problem. But enough about the top lane. As bottom, Korok not going mid, actually solo safe up against this Bristleback, and he's doing work already. Chaos is getting caught out, but look at that. Of course, Bristleback, Quill Spray coming through, doing the damage. Korok, no bottle, might get it eventually.
Get a magic stick.
Yeah, that would work. Well, yeah, actually, that makes sense, yeah. I don't know why I thought otherwise, but he'll pick up boots first. But yeah, Vestius aggressive jungle coming out from this Chen player mid lane. It's going to be Skrik up against no coach of Snake King. The mid Naga Siren. It looks like he just wanted to play this here. He's like, listen, guys, I can do this. I can get some CS here and play well. And there was a time when Snake King and Arteezy were on an even level, and they still play together a lot from time to time.
Yeah.
So
No, we'll see how his Naga Siren is a testament to it. Arteezy kind of holds the standard of a 14-minute radiance, so we'll see if Snake King can match it up. But for most people, 60 minutes also pretty nice if he decides to go down that road. And I think the NA Rejects did a nice job with a mini set of mind games here. I think the house is down. We're expecting the Queen of Pain to still hold strong in the mid lane. That Naga would be here on the side, making it a lot more easy for this Chen to kind of roam in and get some pickoffs. But now going to get to Queen of Pain, things get a little harder, and now he's kind of making rotation potentially up to mid. If you want to get a pick off on Naga, it's better to do it now before she reaches level 6 and uses those golden pipes to prevent it. And wow, Korok, he was beating down the Bristleback and finally caught up with him and took him apart. This is a lane matchup that they are not happy with, and Korok immediately puts in another kill for his team.
Yeah, Korok on Queen of Pain, not something you want to have to deal with, and all of a sudden they're going to look to get another kill here. The haste rune is up on Snake King. Easy kill coming out for the King. Hashtag the King, and Korok the Legend, of course, combining up to grab yet another kill, 3-0. This is something we've seen before, the first game up against Osiris. We'll see if they can keep this lead going for now. They have pretty much CS leads in all of their lanes right now, with the exception of, well, actually they do. Every single lane is being won as of right now. Alchemist cannot get any room to get CS. He's got 9 last hits. They're getting outclassed. Poison Touch, the Iron Shell, the Alchemist getting low. Unstable, no mana for it. The right click is there. They can dive one, and if they want to, they decide against it. They'll back off now. NA Rejects cleaning up house for, well, no pun intended, 4-0 right now, as the house is down, is not looking too hot here.
They're feeling pretty down right now. I mean, their lane assignment work is not doing well. As you can see, top lane, it's just getting worse. Wanted is taken apart, and all lanes not going great so far. The Nog even taking control of the CS game in the mid one, 23-17. But it doesn't end. Alchemist shows up, punches his ticket, and gets killed immediately, and a double kill coming out for the Dazzle, believe it or not. Just unmerciful play coming out early from NA Rejects.
If this was the NEL, and if Mason were in the game, in fact, if anybody were in the game, you could expect a GG call by now, I'd say. But the thing is, and I'm not saying that THT are out of it, but this is very demoralizing coming out from THT, and they've got to get something going. And the problem is just that they don't have much to deal. I mean, there's a wand recipe on Leo Fly. Venge continues to get ganked. They're going to go for a Smoke of Deceit and maybe try to pick off the Naga, but guess what? He's level 6, and Korok gets another solo kill on the Bristleback. He's got so much farm right now, 900 gold in the bank. Bottle is flying out for staking to Crow, and now Vestius and Wanted, they'll make their way up. They have no wards here to place down and try to get some extra vision. They actually put their Dire Ward a bit defensively on the other side of the river, so they don't really have vision over up on the cliff there. And Well, this is going to be tough. I don't know if there's any way they can lock down this Naga Siren. In fact, they're just going to head back top. And
it's a waste of time. Nothing coming of it. It's just still looking pretty grim right now for THG. They're asserting their dominance in all lanes. Korok putting a beating on this bottom lane. He's taking a bit of punishment right here, but just like that, quickly blinks away, and Crisis is averted, and that's pretty much how the story goes. In my opinion, man, the Bat Rider would have just been such a nicer pickup. It was available at the time. If it doesn't work out for him, he could have pulled back into the jungle, but with the help of Firefly, he couldn't have gotten away from danger. Later on, he could have had the lasso for lockdown, but I don't know, man. So far, Bristleback is not looking like a promising pickup for their team.
Yeah, and honestly, people have found ways to deal with this hero, plus the base damage nerf not that great. Top lane, Poison Touch on Fly right now. Are they going to dive this? There's going to be the Surge into Telekinesis. They stun up Wanted. Now the Unstable Concoction about to fly. It's going to hit on 2. Magic Missile going. Looks like, I don't know what hit there. Wanted going to get brought down by the Ion Shell from Brax. Doing work here and continuing to do work as the game continues forward. 8-1 the score.
You're looking at a 4,000 gold lead coming already for any rejects. Here we go, mid lane. This is what they kind of want to make happen for themselves with the help of the DD and the pop of the Exorcism. Death Prophet going to try to bring in a little extra damage. She's eating a lot of right clicks. No creep wave just yet to help out. A little bit of damage here from far, but top lane, a quick pick off. It looks like his Darkseer manages to catch out the Alchemist.
Brax will fall in the end. 1437, no mana to use the Grave, and now he's got it back out of there. They wanted. That's redundant. Buyback coming through from the Alchemist. Wow, he wants a kill, and they're going to go deep for 1437. He has a TP scroll, but no mana to use it. The Hellbear Smasher going the wrong direction, actually, and 1437 dodging a bullet, at least for now. He's got no mana regen. It's going to take so long. He needs to buy Vestius. Are they going to spot him out? So close. They know that he's there. They cannot find him. Oh, Thievin is alive. He is TPing right now. Hit the TP button. 1437, get out. Leave. Thank you. Okay.
Oh, man. Just
Korok,
so close.
Oh, Korok, he's got no blink for 6 seconds. Oh, Chaos got juked in the trees. Korok, he's got something coming. It's his bottle. Oh, no. Chaos. Now, can Korok get the Sonic Wave going? Does he even need it? Scream. No, the blink takes him most of the mana. 1 more right click, 2 more right clicks will do the job. There it goes. Korok doesn't even need to use his abilities. Nice juke at the trees. The bottle arriving at an opportune time. 10-2. Goodness gracious me.
That Platinum Roshan in all of its extremely expensive glory, moving in and handing off the bottle, just did justice for Korok as he picks up yet another kill on the Bristleback. Very nice for them, just continuing his dominance here. 10-2. It's getting out of control. It's getting ridiculous. NA Rejects not happy about the previous loss, looking to take it out on the Brazilians right now.
Yeah, and they've done just that. They've really handed it to THD right now, and it's not over, obviously, but Fly is getting no CS. He's going to charge his Unstable Concoction. He will throw it on Brax. Brax will take the damage, not really too concerned with it. He's got 4.5 health regen with that Soul Ring. Fly's just getting dove and is actually dead. I don't know how that happened, but it did. Weave is now up on Chaos. They're going to Telekinesis, bring it back down. Brax, maybe don't fight that. Surge himself away, taking a lot of that tower damage. Body block from the creeps. He's still okay. The Shadow Wave, they're going to use that, of course. Viscous Nails are good to try to bring Brax down, or at least get him, chase down. Surge is going to fly anyways. There's no way they can bring. Yeah, and 1437 had Grave as well. So suddenly, more kills going the way of NA Rejects, and all the meanwhile, Snake King 800 gold away from that relic, and
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, that's going to be good timing. Plus Korok working on this tier 1 tower down bottom, and they actually, Bristleback's top, so he's got free farm as well.
Yeah, he's done with this. He's tired of dealing with Korok. There's aggression potentially coming in here on top, but I was going to talk a bit mid lane, man. Death Prophet usually she likes to just take control of the lane and hope that the mid laner potentially leaves, but Naga ain't going nowhere. She wants to stay here and get as much farm as possible. This is the second Exorcism to come out to try to take down this tier 1 tower, and if it doesn't fall again, that's going to be very morally devastating for her. So, Naga just holding strong, not one of those heroes that needs to venture up. But top lane, they're making it go. Oh, poor Bristleback. Oh, with the minus armor, man. This guy cannot take much of a beating. Running straight up to the north, trying to get away, but it will not matter. Brax takes him down. They want to try to get something back for themselves. Can they take down Dismech? The Shallow Grave coming out from Thievin. Thievin moving on to a dominating streak. He's got to get away, and he will. Tremendous job coming out from NA Rejects. Popping the stun. Can Fly manage to catch out 1437?
Oh,
Immortal attack
the Shadow Wave!
And he gets away with the Surge, the pullback vacuum. It looks like Brax wants to take it right back to him and does. Fly now, getting ripped apart. Brax on the retreat back, but Chen, with his last dying breath, sends him back to the base. Brax, though, can he get away? Hiding in the trees. Here comes Wanted, and he wants the kill, and he gets it. Brax ends up falling, but in the end, NA Rejects come out on top.
What a play coming out from both Theban as well as DSMK there, just to stay alive. Brax being so aggressive and paying dividends. Korok down bottom lane, getting caught out. And Korok can turn around in Sonic Wave, but he doesn't want to do that to the Bristleback. The damage reduction, too very strong. It is only level 1, so I guess he's not that concerned. Blink, Sonic Wave, boom, Korok. Dunzo McDunzo is that poor Bristleback. And now it's your one tower to fall as well, which means, guess what? Relic, it's available.
Beautiful. As if things weren't hard enough, they didn't even have to worry about a Naga yet. There's been no song in this game, no nothing, and now they get to add on top of that a very, very soon-to-come Radiance Naga, which just will make things all the more worse. Wanted, how's it going? We're going to go ahead and take you apart right now in this mid lane. They're trying to make a run in. Magic Missile temporarily saves them, and now they're on the run back as Chen will step in and be able to save his comrade in need, so... Man, the house is down, though. As the story goes, we wanted to see who was going to be on the defensive and who was going to be able to oppose themselves. And, I mean, I pretty much have your answer here. NA Rejects, man, taking control of the game from all lanes. Can they finally get this Tier 1 tower? Yes, they can, with the help of some creeps. A Centaur will stun out Theban. Are they going to consider going on this? Crypt Swarm and Shallow Grave will help him for now, and he will be able to run away. A mini victory in the end as they finally take down their first tower.
Yeah, but all the while, I mean, you look at Naga, he's so farmed with that Relic, very close, very, very close to that Radiance, and you talked about 14 minutes being the benchmark that RTZ maybe set. That it's going to be right around in that same vein, and then once you've got that, you've got yourself 30 to 40 minutes of just, once you hit that like 35-minute mark, you're getting close to 3, maybe even 4 items coming your way potentially, I'd say. So Snake King playing extraordinarily well. The Necro is going to be purchased up for Death Prophet for Skrick. Saw Lions do this earlier. Telekinesis top. Fly is caught out, but nice Magic Missile to come through. 1437, maybe getting caught out. He doesn't have Grave, but he's got Shadow Wave ready to go. Looks like they can't get the kill now that Chemical Rage is up on Fly. They really can't do much there. But he's still not getting CS, really. 29 last hits, and it's just been a rough game. Unstable Kakashi getting charged. Swap is up. 1437. Grave is ready to go. He's got to use it now, and will want to get it caught out. Telekinesis is up. There's the Iron Shell as well.
Oh!
Big vacuum. There's the kill. Blink is up. Korok, Scream of Pain. Sonic Wave on cooldown for another 2 seconds, but Vestius not even needed it. Now, Death Prophet getting a double, but boom! Dagon from Korok gets the double. Can he blink away? Sonic Wave! Scream can't get enough damage to kill Fly. And all of a sudden they lose 4 heroes. It's a 4-for-3 trade.
Radiant's top tower.
Ooh boy, NA Rejects. Alright, okay.
Not really confident about that one, but couldn't quite get it. Looked so good. Theban almost got away. Brilliant vacuum, but it was not enough. And man, Korok finally shows up with the power of the Dagon. Almost able to burst down Fly. Would have been a big victory for them if they could take down the core once more, but it doesn't work out and he hands himself over. Still pretty confident though. 18-7 is still the score rather in their favor. I mean, and now the Radiance has been complete. Now things get really, really hairy.
And the one issue I was thinking about with the Darkseer, and I talked about it earlier, was the fact that this Darkseer wasn't going to be getting levels when there were 3 heroes in his lane, but he kind of nullified that by just being the ballsiest, manliest Darkseer I've seen in a long time. Getting kills, picking up Midas, and now at level 10, Wall Vacuum is going to be an issue that they're going to have to deal with very soon. And so on top of everything else that you talked about, the Radiance coming out from the Nagasara, and you've got the Queen of Pain doing whatever work she can, you've got to deal with just everything really coming out from NA Rejects, and you've got nothing on THD realistically. I mean, the highest person is 4th, and that's the Death Prophet with just a Necro 1 and Brown Boots.
Don't you dare stay together at all, THD, in this one, because if they catch like 3 people clumped, they will pop that song so quick and set up the quickest wall vacuum get up with a scream you've ever seen in your life. And right now they're kind of asserting their dominance in the enemy jungle right now, bullying out the houses down from their own farming spot, and they're looking to make a go potentially on this top tier 2 tower here. And It looks like the rest of the squad are making a rotation in. Pops of the stun here. Alchemist looking to make something happen. Korok with the blink. So a stun will catch no one and just blow up in Fly's face for now. Bristleback on the way back. Just a bit of a footsie here. Just a bit of a footsie until they try to spring the trap.
And Naga's not even here right now. Snaking's pushing the tier 2 tower mid. They'll have to rotate to defend that. All the while, they can try to push the tier 2 tower top. Split push up as much as possible. Snaking. He might have to. I don't know if he'll need to.
Nope.
He's alright. He's okay. But now the top tier 2 tower is below half health here. So some of these outer towers very close to taking a fall. Ooh, Wanted getting vacuumed back. Korok going to jump right in. There's going to be the Shadow Strike. And the Dagon to clean it all up. Viscous Nasal Goo. There's the stun. Long range. Brax. Nice mech beforehand. Can he get out? Centaur Conqueror Stomp taking that damage. Test of Fate. Shallow Grave. They keep him alive. Sonic Wave. Hand of God goes. Magic Missile. Now, Brax gets the wall up. At least there's something. He's still alive. Magic Missile again. Shadow Wave has got to go. Cannot go in time. 1437 on the run. Will he make it out? Korok in the backside looking for chaos. Trying to do whatever he can. Will grab the Death Prophet. 1437 and Korok combining up to get that triple kill. Fly throwing the unstable. Making sure it doesn't get onto 2. Telekinesis, he's got to use it. No, Magic Missile first. Korok, Scream of Pain's ready. Dagon, Ultra Kill coming out from the Queen of Plane player. My goodness, Korok has done some work this game.
I pledge allegiance to the Korok flag. No, just unbelievable come out. Ultra kill for him. This is a 4 versus 5 fight, mind you. They're not even working with Snaking, who's just doing his job on the bottom lane, pushing in the tower, taking it in his own right, so they don't even have the benefit of him and the Riptides and the songs and what have you. They've been holding their own and doing so much work with just 4. It's just a testament to show of how in control they are this game.
Absolutely. They have a couple tier 2 towers left as their next objectives. You've got a Naga Siren now with 10,000 in net worth. And that's going to be more as soon as this tier 2 falls. If it does fall, there's going to be some TP rotations. Korok doesn't seem to be deterred. He's got a point booster, which usually signifies an Aghanim Scepter coming out for Queen of Pain. So interesting choice there, but it's a pretty short cooldown, and the amount of damage that it dishes out against this somewhat squishy team, I guess somewhat squishy, somewhat tanky team, is disgusting at the very best. Brax, again, looks like he's finding trouble once more. He's going to get Nasal Good right now. Unstable Concoction. Nope, that's going to stun out Fly. And not only that, but they've got Weave on pretty much everybody. Vacuum is in. Here we go. DSMK, 1437. The mech goes. The wall is up. Not the best, though. No Vacuum to follow up. Brax is low. No mana. Taking a lot. Oh, Death Prophet gets obliterated. Mech is going to go a bit too late coming from THG. Magic Missile. Brax getting caught out. Big unstable. But finally, Snaking has decided to show up. The Savior coming through. Trying to do what he can. Bristleback takes a kill. That'll be on Rubik. But look at Snaking go to work on Wanted. Now he will back away. Snaking doesn't want to get caught out. Unstable Concoction going. Brax vacuum. Big back to get Bestius. That's it. Now Chaos getting caught out. The Weave is down again. GG is called at 1845. There is only so much of a beating you can take before you've got to give up mentally. And THD cannot fault them for calling that quick 19-minute GG. What plays from NA Rejects?
Man, THD, they're just like, they can't even bear the debut of Snaking coming into that fight. It's like they finally understood, like, oh yeah, they have a Naga, and he's ripping us apart. The Illusions pretty much took apart the Chen alone, and they're just like, yeah, there's no way we're going to be coming back from this one. And they're like, we just give up. Let's go ahead and just hop right back into game number 2 of this 2-game series.
Yeah, guys, we are going to take a quick break. The last game of the night is going to be coming up, guys. Make sure you follow American Dota League here on Twitch and on Twitter at American Dota. A lot of you guys want to know when the next games are coming. The updates, that's where you'll find them as well. Sometimes we don't get them on the Join Dota Match Checker or, on Reddit or what have you. So if you want to make sure you follow all the ADL action, you check it out on twitter.com/American Dota and twitch.tv/American Dota League, which we do run at pretty much 7 o'clock Eastern every night. So before we do head out, guys, big shout out to Steel Series. You can follow us, myself, Mott, twitter.com/Mott32, and Guy at twitter.com/Guy. We will take a quick break, guys. Stick around.